EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Youngway Koo going to get this one going. Off we go from Glendale. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On the ground, here's Kunshan Judkins. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Bronco, check, hurt.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Mitchell. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check smash, check smash.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
In motion, Lamb. Slot man in motion right. Now this looks like a design run. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
He's a gain of 1 yard. And it's 3rd down.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Swing this one out to White. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball, but at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. The Eagles, 18, Pioneer.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Here's Judkins. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll drop the throw. Catch made right side by Thomas.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. 6, 7, Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Maverick, 19 Lion.
Throwing now from the gun. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check smash, check.
On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 60, 19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, smash Bronco. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Harry Murray, touchdown Cardinals.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
This will be returned from the 6. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
In motion, Lamb. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
Brings up second and 9 at the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
It is second and 9. Throwing is Nix. Open man downfield is Brown. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Get it! Cougar 19!
Here's Jacobs. And he will score! Josh Jacobs Point after now from Tucker. He's got it. Cowboys will get out in front 17-7. So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Lions! Rig alert! Rig alert! Dragon 60! Let's go!
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
60 Eagles! Nineteen tight! 19 tight! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 11.
Here we go. Set. Hook.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona 1st down.
48-yard line.
Ready. Panther 11. 70 Timberwolf.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one called in by Thompson. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to Brian Thomas Jr.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Watch the motion.
Let go.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out left. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Viking, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lion. Ready, ready.
Back to the air one more time. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Sixty Vices, 60 Vices. Go.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Well, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
A first down throw for Nix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down. In motion, Lamb. Now, a second down throw for Nix. Will find his running back, White. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he steps into this one, gets off a big kick, angled for the sideline.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Cup 19. Let's go. Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive yards after the catch. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 29, here's second and 5.
Ready. Viking 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
60 Vikings.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Iketina, Orange, Richard,
On the jump.
dancing just like Via.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Throw on the run is complete. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Left side. Punt by Lamb. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play for the Cowboys. 39 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Man in motion is Brown. Nix now on first and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Second down. Nix. Swing this one out to White. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Here's Nix to throw. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Bronco 80.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 9. Ready.
This one given up near Debo. 7.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Lions. Buffalo 18. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Warriors 70. Tag. Panthers 18. Rattler 18.
Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions. Ready.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this 1st half.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos, Cup 19, Cup 19. Riggs, Riggs.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Cameron Vinyl.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Garrett Williams on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6.
Dragon 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors 70.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle. He's got McClung. He's going to be brought down up past the 45.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 65
First down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
1st and 10 at the 47.
To the air now on 1st and 10. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Ready?
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught left side by Ingram.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy.
Come on.
Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
17
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
First down throw for Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, a give to Judson. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Gotta be lying.
He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Liking 18. Steady.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think everyone in the stadium is expecting a run there. So what do? On these early downs? You call play action. I love it. You're hoping to catch them off guard and selling out on the run here down near the goal line, but defense was ready for it. Nowhere to go with the ball. It's a really nice job there by the defense, staying disciplined in their coverage.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. Gutkin. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
60 Eagles, 19 tight, 19 tight.
It's third and goal.
Rig alert, rig alert. '79 Broncos. Let's go.
Throwing here on to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
These second half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Now to throw it here on first down. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
In motion, Lamb. On first down, here's Nix to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down about the 28, but move chains. That's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
17 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down.
The middle with Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. And we can see the results.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple.
Bombers.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that'll set up 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Back to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Captain. Hey! Don't go. Hey, what's the back?
Jacob will get it to start the fourth quarter. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Throwing is Nix. Moving outside the pocket. Oh, the ball's out. The Cardinals have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
3rd and inches.
70.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. That's hot. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down.
The fuck shit. Here we go. Come on, Madden. Don't do me like that.
And recover another.
What the fuck? Look at this nigga ass the whole game.
76.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
2nd and inches.
Go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Samuel has it working the middle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30s. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On the ground, it's Simpson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
That
As
is
you look back
bullshit.
over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's loose and down. He picked up the first down. Now they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
I swear if he get this shit.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdowns. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a
Fucking
big
say,
one,
nigga.
but it's not going to work out.
That shit. It's like, what the fuck? Fuck going on? You just fuck.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Left side, caught by Lang. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Now you lying. Ready, ready.
Here's a designed run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll throw. It's Nix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he
He scored his goddamn touchdown. Stop bullshit.
We got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Captain. Bombers.
Here's Nix to throw. This one off right side by Knox. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's first and goal.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up.
Almost had it.
Throwing. Nix. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
About them goddamn cow.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now a shot. Down
Get that shit out of here.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there.
Let's go.
Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Come 19.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Catch right side by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
Fourth down.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
Pass to 60, pass to 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Now pass deep from McLaurin. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
They'll take over first and 10.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Now to throw it here on first down. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw is Nix. Brought in by the tight end, Knox. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys. Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Second and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back. Those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And mark him down up beyond the 30. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. Able to do something that's not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Glendale.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna find me. The whole city got pissed. Heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit. Before I sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. Talk about. Now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. Never catch another case of no